really tricky, difficult first with this long nose.
And now the score lead is going to get really small.
Really different. It's only like around 3K now, right now.
Yeah, that might be enough.
The score's not flickering right now.
Yeah, Philippines have the tiniest of leaps, but Aquin misses.
Oh, missing. Ooh, that's not good.
And that's going to trade it back. They need one more miss from South Korea if they want to take back the lead. But I'm not sure if it's going to come at all.
Yeah, picking our back to combo bonus as well. It needs to find like a couple of misses at this point. But then again, the song comes to a close here. And that looks like South Korea's another point as well, bringing up to 7-1.
Yeah. South Korea end up taking the 7th point, and they'll win the match against the Philippines. South Korea are going to move on. This was actually...
Still missing the ending here. It can happen, but it's unlikely. If South Korea can keep up their combos, it should be fine. Not much to worry about in terms of the accuracy department, but there's still a couple inverses that are a bit tricky at the ending. The cool trip, Hikanari, we'll see if that happens.
Yeah.
Cute and Silly Fanga needs to combo through this. They cannot afford a single more miss. And there's two actually from Lotus and Silly Fanga. As I say that, now
all of South Korea makes it through.
Double full combo from Sudden and Wonder is more than enough to get this break point in their hands. Lotus breaks again, but it's not gonna matter. South Korea is just having such a huge lead right now that it doesn't matter how much they break.
Cute and Hikanari will trade. And South Korea are going to pull it back and tie this one at 2 if they can hold on to the end. They've got the lead. Silly Fanger will break at the end, and that will seal it. Hikanari at the end, but South Korea tie it at 2. And Brazil were very much coming back, Juan. Brazil were very much pulling it back, not out of it. Just
Lotus is the one that breaks.
Oh, Lotus breaks.
Gap is gonna get very, very close, and it's starting to flip.
Lotus has the ACK advantage over Nausicaa, the player who missed, so as long as he can get that combo
back.
Oh,
misses on the jack!
Will Korea follow suit with a miss, or will they steal one from Brazil here?
I think they got it. Yeah, there's not enough time.
Korea.
There's no misses. The double full combo from Wonder and Hikanari, and as I said, I was not too certain, but we could have this. Whoa, that's a B1 double. That's actually what?
That is a ridiculous play from Wonder, making an emphatic statement here as South Korea wrestle one away. Does drop right there. Sudden death, and Wonder is still powering through with no issues.
Oh, will they have enough time? I don't think Brazil has enough time here. Silly Fang is just not able to play it through. I think this is it.
South Korea
looking very good for this one.
Wonder
with his FC is just gonna carry South Korea to the victory, to the
Wonder
final.
Trying to make a statement here, coming to the end. It's a beautiful score. It's an FC. It's a win for South Korea. They win it 7-3. They're going to the grand finals.
And that is it. Again, South Korea on the winners grand.
This part is relatively tricky, but Kyoto finding a pretty big accuracy and combo break. This is going to make it even going into the last course, but Kyoto, I think, is starting to run out of a bit of stamina. South Korea takes a tiny lead from that miss.
The lead is
two full combos on the side of Brazil, but one, Nausicaa with a break, two breaks.
Okay.
Lotus. Oh no. One full combo on both sides going into the ending. This is going to be really close.
The lead is still basically almost just negligible now.
I don't think it's going to matter unless there's a big break in this jump trail, but I don't think it's going to happen. Nothing.
Ooh,
6,000 points of difference. South Korea barely edging that out. 1-1. What is that? What is that score? How do you do that?
Dude. What?
Or at least I'd say that.
Everyone kind of messing up with the jump jacks.
Yeah, those jump jacks are
on the
really
bottom row.
And Wonder having gotten through those, probably arguably that is the hardest pattern in that, and
even then with
no
the hardest,
problems.
And even then with the hardest part, he gains accuracy out of that. That's not fair. I think that's might be an FC.
Yeah, 950,000 points from Wonder. And that is going to be a point for South Korea by about 100,000 points.
Yeah.
111,000 points.
That's an also an FC by Wonder. They're pretty cool.
A nice big 45,000 point lead going into the ending, plus a couple misses from Lotus to even that out. And it looks like, unless South Korea messes up big time in this ending, they're not going to have any problems taking their 5th point in the match.
Yes. That's a solid pick there by South Korea, although it just went pretty close for a while, but then yet again, you already see the ending is a bit too much to Brazil right now. Although Silly Mango might have only okay, that's a break for it. Silly, but yet again, South Korea will take the 5th point there. One more chance here to get it to a tiebreaker.
Yeah, Brazil's pick though. South Korea needs to take one break point, and it goes well. Going into the long run. Oh no!
This is exactly what happened last time, and then let's go again. This time we can just kill it again.
Brazil should have the advantage here.
Nate trade.
Nate drop. Silly.
It's gonna come down to the wire.
I don't know what's happening.
Last releases.
Brazil should have the advantage going into this section, but
Lotus misses.
Oh, he's gonna.
Will they have enough time? I don't think they do.
No, they don't.
They don't have enough time. Brazil takes it by 7,000 points.
6,000
By the skin of his teeth. They managed to take it. 7,000.
You know, based on who did worse out of the third players, as opposed to like what team did better. And even then, if South Korea's did worse than Brazil's, that Wonder was so far ahead of everyone that he could have carried them anyways.
I think we might see Wonder SC on Melody.
Again.
Maybe.
Yeah, getting Wonder with another FC on this chart.
Are we gonna see it though?
I mean,
I think we should.
It looks like it. It's hard to miss. If you know that, if you've got this ending part done, it's pretty hard to miss on it.
And that's a win. Easy win for Brazil.
Yeah,
brings it 4-2-3 in their favor.
17,200.
That's a 90. But a miss. It's still enough for Brazil to take the championship title. But Korea's fighting for it. Going for the tiebreaker, last jump turn speed. And it's gonna end really soon. Korea just needs to combo. Not even care about the accuracies right now. And Andre drops! That kinda seals the deal, doesn't it?
Oh my god.
We will get to see a tiebreaker. Yeah, Andre's accuracy is not holding on. His damage is gone. Blue bloody
miss here, but South Korea with 2 full combos are going to take a tiebreaker?
997! 997!
Oh my god!
997 by Wonder!
Oh my god!
And it is tiebreaker!
Tiebreaker! Winner takes it all!
Winner takes it all! And it's gonna be... Whoever wins this is gonna be crowned for
As much as they are powering through this, they cannot do it. Hikanari finding some difficulties here on the jacks, on the quads.
Misses on Blue Bloody side.
I don't think there's enough time though.
Hikanari finding another drop. Silly Fangirl, Blue Bloody, Andre also finding a drop.
Missing.
The lead is shrinking a little bit, but going into this ending slows
Not enough time. It's not enough time.
Wait, hold on.
Korea.
Hold on.
Oh, whoa, Hikanari, Blue Bloody.
don't
No,
know.
Lotus as well.
Well, everyone's starting to drop. Though I think Brazil
too
is
late.
taking a small bit of leeway here, but I don't think it's enough time.
Wonder just carried this tiebreaker so hard. It's actually unbelievable.
Blue Bloody missing there.
Look at that score by Wonder.
It's
900.
It's shrinking to 30,000.
No, but
It's
all the
shrinking, but
LMs
it's
are
not
out of
enough
the
time.
way. South Korea is going to win.
975! Oh my god, Wonder!
975
Basically, we could just give the title to Wonder here, as he gets a one misplay on Race Misation. 974,000 points. Korea, once again, despite the biggest efforts from Brazil, are crowned champions of the Osumania 4Key World Cup 2019. It's an incredible fight, but not quite enough for Brazil to take it. They'll have to fight again next year if they want to take it.
They fought really well for both teams, as well as for Brazil right there. Showing out their best performances, unfortunately, it wasn't really enough to get to carry to a tiebreak, even though winning on a tiebreaker itself is a really hard test. Also, congrats as well for the other players on the members of Brazil as well. You have also